interception. Here's a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
That led to an incompletion.
Ready.
But I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Smith. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Isabella now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but a field. This is intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
And that's caught inside the 35. And as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. They'll set up to throw. He'll dump this off. He'll buy some time right. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Mitch Wishnowsky is set to kick off.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Ready.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And Walker has it. first down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Play action. It's Smith. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tariq Woolen picks it. Trotting. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Isabella now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Chandler. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Going up top for Kupp. And got his man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They run it with Chandler. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Rams are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll fake it. Now Smith. This one goes underneath to Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To the right side, this is Walker. Finding room at midfield. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have widened the gap now to 50 points. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Isabella now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Back to throw here. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, 45 yards. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point splits the uprights, so they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
That's to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
19.
Off of play action, here's Smith. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no...
Okay,
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
19 tight.
Smith throwing again. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. He'll let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Isabella now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Striker, 3-3, ultra. Hey, green. Black shot. White.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Go. Red, yellow. Smash, red. Striker. Hey, move.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Check Fury. Slide through.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
On the jump.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
19 targets. Ready.
Geno now to throw.
And he'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. The extra point now coming from Myers. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Isabella now from his end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
97. Yellow.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Field black. Strike. Check strike. Ready?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Go pink. Black ultra. Drill green.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back to throw again. And he's got it. That's caught for a Ram touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Fix the evil. Fix the evil.
From his goal line here, Smith. Going down the middle, and it's complete. There he goes, right side. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Seahawks. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks continue to pour it on here in the 4th. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Isabella now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Isabella on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half
Over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Going red. Green jacket. Yellow blue. Yellow blue.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Ready.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
That's good. First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And a big loss
this here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add X.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he will bring it back. It's the final quarter of play. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Throwing now, Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the red zone now, Smith. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This taken in at the goal line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage.
He's got him in, complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Rams come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides.
So for the Seahawks, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season.